Welcome to the State of Crypto, where I cover the top pieces of news I found during the last week. Today we will cover VeeFriends going physical, a big hack on the Binance Smart Chain, and Kim Kardashian getting sued by the SEC. The first piece of news comes from the education space. The University of Nicosia in Cyprus has partnered with Punk 6529 to bring a course on NFTs. This course has kicked off this week with the goal for the university and Punk 6529 to do as much on-chain as possible. The lecture was held in an instance of on Cyber. The course materials are saved to Arweave, and the links to those course materials will be distributed as NFTs. I personally took part in the initial lecture, and I have to say it's a lot of fun listening to one of the really great minds of this space talking about NFTs, and I'm looking forward to all the lectures to come in the next 12 weeks, where they bring on really big names from the space to teach different topics. The next piece of news is VeeFriends launching toys in collaboration with Toys R Us and Macy's. Gary Vee really means it when he said he aims to create an IP like the Sesame Street, like Pokemon, or some of the Disney franchises. After releasing trading cards recently, he now brings toys to the stores. Those toys are not that much linked to his NFT collection VeeFriends, other than they use the IP, like those characters that are displayed on those NFTs. The holders of NFTs that display the characters that are now available as toys have the ability to claim those toys. I'm really curious to see how Gary Vee will progress with establishing his VeeFriends as a new IP that children and people will collect, will play with, will interact with. Coda Labs, in collaboration with Laguna Games, BGA, and Dab Radar, released a Web3 gamer study this week. They conducted a survey of almost 7,000 people in 5 countries, namely the US, the UK, South Africa, Brazil, and Japan. Respondents had to either play a game at least twice a month, or they had to interact with crypto within the last 30 days. Most of the respondents were only gamers, with 80%, while 3% were crypto non-gamers and 16% were both. The results were not that surprising for people that are familiar with the space. Crypto natives are very likely to be also gamers. Gamers are not too keen to see NFTs and crypto creeping into their favorite games because it monetizes those games. Crypto gamers are much more likely to spend money in-game, what is a very attractive audience for game studios trying to monetize their games. Web3 gaming is not mass adopted yet. Hey, wonder. We did know that, I guess. And a lot of people playing Web3 games at the moment are mainly motivated through the earning aspect. Furthermore, they realized there are various barriers for entry into Web3 gaming. For gamers, it's that they need to be more educated about how Web3 games would actually work, what that actually means, while Web3 gamers are very hesitant to get into new games because of the high entry costs and the fear that they might get scammed when they buy into something. If you want to see more about this report, I will link it in the description below. The next news comes from OpenSea. They have open sourced the contracts for SeaDrop, their smart contract to do NFT drops on their platform. This code includes possibilities for public mints, for token gated mints, for whitelists, and for server signed mint options. Furthermore, there are events emitted for different actions you do with the contract, so you can subscribe to those events to see what happened. I personally think it's great to see more reliable smart contracts to be open source so that builders and creators can look at them, use them, and improve on top of them. On other development news, Coinbase now supports the development of EIP 4844, an Ethereum improvement proposal that will develop a solution or a transaction type that will make it a lot cheaper for layer 2 solutions to write their data onto Ethereum to secure their transactions. So cheaper transactions for everyone. Great that Coinbase supports this with their developers. Coming to the bad news, Binance Smart Chain was hacked this week. A hacker was able to exploit a bridge for what was approximately 500 million in BNB tokens. About 110 million of those tokens he managed to get off-chain before the smart chain was halted and they dealt with the issue. I will link a tweet thread below where Sam CZ goes through how the hack was done. If you're interested in the technical details, give that a read. I really liked looking into it, but that will just, it's just too technical for a news report. One funny side note, the hacker also created 2 meme coins for this hack. So he also tried to profit from the meme of the hack additionally. And I think he made another 60 million or so just by creating those tokens. What you've probably heard already is that Kim Kardashian has been fined by the SEC for 1.26 million US dollar because she promoted a scammy coin project some time ago. Furthermore, she's also banned from promoting anything crypto related within the next 3 years. I think that probably hurts her more than the 1.26 million, what should for her not be too big of a deal. And lastly, Three Arrow Capital's Starry Night Fund, their NFT fund, is now to be liquidated. NFTs worth about 35 million US dollars were transferred to a wallet from the company that is tasked with selling off the assets. And so some of those assets like Pepe the Frog, NFT Genesis, Evidenza, other generative arts, a lot of art from super rare, so one-on-one art, for example, like the Sakura Diner from Sealight will be on the market pretty soonish. So if you have some ETH set aside and you're an art collector, there's probably some good opportunities to be had pretty soonish. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the news. All the sources I link at the timestamps in the description below. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.